Good morning. Welcome to the Wild Sun. My name is Anthony. I'll be walking you through 3 of our very popular, fantastic egg sandwiches, the Good Morning Sunshine, the Grandma Anna, and the New Morning Sandwich. First, we're going to start off with the Good Morning Sunshine. We use Grandaise brioche. It's like really great brioche bread, really soft, and when you toast it, we add a little bit of butter. You want to toast it really well so you can soften up the bread. It's very important.
What kind of bread is this?
This is brioche, so it has egg and milk in it inside the bread naturally, and then what it does is soften it. And there's a little bit of sugar that keeps the dough really soft and cloud-like. We'll fire an egg, and we'll fire some pulled bacon. So what we also do over here is we do sunny eggs. We like to keep the egg like nice and perfectly round, so we use a ring mold for every egg. And what we do is we'll crack it into the mold, and then we'll lightly start it on the stove, and then we'll finish it in the oven. And we want the egg to be really nice and runny and soft. This here, at the end over here, we have our pulled braised bacon. We get a Polish bacon from a guy out in Brooklyn, and we braise it for like 3 or 4 hours. It's really lean. Has a little bit of fat, but it's a lot more lean than like regular traditional bacon. We braise it with whiskey, maple syrup, honey, rosemary, mustard, and a little bit of stock. And we just braise it until it falls right apart. So what happens is that fat renders and the meat renders, so you can just crisp it up really beautifully. Just press that. Cool. So while that's working, we'll start to get our avocados ready. These are just regular avocados. You know, sliced tomato. So this dish also gets Rosemary Aioli that we make here, some fresh avocado, some sliced tomato, and then we pile it all together and make it real nice. While they're starting that, I'm going to get the other bread in the oven for the New Morning Sandwich.
How many of these do you make a day?
Oh man, sometimes we can hit 40 or 50, right? 50 on the weekends for sure. During the week, it's definitely like, you know, about half that.
Crystal wants to know if you have any tips for knowing when an avocado is ripe.
Knowing when an avocado is ripe is generally like a feel. Honestly, right now the avocados are very inconsistent. It's something that we battle with constantly. I go through 3 or 4 cases a week, and we've found ways of just timing it and giving them a couple days, getting them firm, and then timing it 2 or 3 days. But like, it's honestly completely a feel thing. And sometimes you have one that feels great, you open it up, and then it's like completely not going to be what you want. And because we slice all our avocados like the way that we do, we have to have like perfect avocados. We're going to do one at a time. So
What goes on this first sandwich?
So first sandwich, we'll put a little bit of Rosemary Aioli. And then we'll pile on the avocado. Can you give me a rag for a Sandy to wipe? In between each layer, we always add a little bit of salt, just to season well. And then we'll go tomato. A little bit more salt. All right. Next comes bacon. The one's good. Take that one. can just give me the one that's good, yeah? And then we take our pulled bacon. And then we have our egg.
Teresa just joined us. She wants to know what we're making and where are we?
Teresa, right now we're making the Good Morning Sunshine. We're at the Wild Sun on 53 Little West 12th Street in Manhattan. We're composing the Good Morning Sunshine. It's a brioche bun with pulled braised bacon, tomato, avocado, rosemary aioli, and a soft, runny, sunny side egg. All right, next we're going to go to let's do the Grandma Anna. All right, the Grandma Anna will do. We also use Grand Daisy brioche bun. Same way, we have it toasted right here. Get rid of this.
Patrick says, is it a sandwich if it's in a bowl?
Is it a sandwich if it's in a bowl? Yes, it is a sandwich if it's in a bowl. It's still a sandwich. The Good Morning Sunshine actually was something that Rob Sarasos, he's one of the other chefs here, he developed some very interesting, yeah, it's the sunny side up egg is really like where it came from, but like the Good Morning Sunshine, it was just a real interesting play on those two things together. So now we're going to the Grandma Anna. The Grandma Anna is a toasted brioche bun. We're gonna build the sandwich with a little Peppadew Aioli. It's kind of spicy, a little bit of sweetness. And then we're gonna compile the sandwich with guanciale, which is a cured pork jowl. And then we also put on top a soft scrambled egg. We make a broccoli rabe chimichurri, and then kale, and then salad. So it's kind of like a nice kale bread. It's a very big kind of soft scrambled salad sandwichy thing.
Karina wants to know, do you serve these all day or just the morning thing?
So right now, Karina, we serve these sandwiches all day. Until around 4 o'clock when lunch starts. Lunch ends, sorry. And then we'll roll out into dinner and the menu switches. So right now we're just doing it from 10 o'clock until 4.
Oh, let's do it.
So we put the Peppadew Aioli on first.
Tammy has no idea what aioli is.
Aioli is a fancy name for mayonnaise. All right. I want to get this hot.
Any tips for scrambling eggs?
Clarified butter. Get your pan nice and hot. Work the pan.
Ruthie wants a reminder on the name of the restaurant.
Ruthie, the name of the restaurant is the Wild Sun. All right. Then we take our crispy guanciale.
Jim wants to know any tips for making aioli. Can you give him your secret?
I mean, what you want to do is when you start with your eggs, you want to just slowly drizzle in your fat, whatever fat you choose to use. If it's safflower oil or grapeseed oil, whatever you do, you want to just make sure that you go really slow as you're starting the emulsification. It's very important. And don't add too much fat or else you'll break it. And then we go soft scramble. Next time, let me start the egg so we can do the... And we have our broccoli rabe chimichurri. A little bit of salt. Some lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. Fresh squeeze of lemon juice just to add some acidity. And then we have shredded lacinato kale. This kale is like really tender, so it doesn't really need a lot of work. It's easy to eat raw. And we just kind of pile this on here like that and sit the bread in the back.
Katie says, are you not a cheese fan?
You know, we kind of realized as we were working throughout the year that we didn't put cheese on anything.
It's crazy. It's
crazy, but we are cheese fans. It just happened. It just happened that way, that there wasn't like a necessary need for it. We use a lot of other areas for getting some fat, like avocados and oils and clean oils.
Totally.
All right, so next we're going to work on the New Morning sandwich. Again, we're using Grandaisi's bread. This stuff is really great. We love their Storato. This bread, we get it fresh in the morning. Every morning we get a delivery, and this stuff it's perfect. We've tried many other products, and we honestly think that this stuff just makes the greatest sandwiches. It's crunchy on the outside. It's super soft on the inside. It's good stuff. So when we get the bread, we add a little bit of oil on the inside just to toast it up and get it ready. All right. While that's toasting, we're going to start with roasted cauliflower. We marinate this cauliflower with a little bit of sriracha, cayenne, a little bit of curry powder. We marinate it for a little while, and then we slightly roast it, and we'll fry it here in the frying pan to pick it up. These are shishito peppers. These peppers are generally sweet, but 1 in 10 is spicy. So it's very interesting that through the years, the hybrid has developed some heat somehow, but generally it is a sweet pepper. So we like to use it a lot because it has some interesting character. What's up? So we're going to saute this right now. We have a little bit of clarified butter here. Pan get nice and hot. You also got egg ready for me. A little bit of salt. We have pepper already here, so we're not going to add any extra black pepper because we already have our pepper. Get a towel.
Lynn wants to know, what is clarified butter?
Clarified butter, Lynn, is whole butter that you render all the milk solids out of. Generally what we do is we take 10 to 12 pounds and we'll sit it on the eye on a stove somewhere in a nice warm area that's not too hot and too cold. And what it'll do is it'll boil out all the milk solids. You'll skim off the fat and you'll have this nice clean product. It has a higher smoking point, so you can get the flavor of butter, but it be able to fry and get really hot like we do here. And a rubber spatula. So while this stuff starts to get color, the pan's kind of dry, so I'm going to add a little bit more fat to it. So we're about to drop scrambled eggs into this. If you don't have enough fat, then your scrambled egg is going to stick. You can pull the bread out.
Elvis?
And so you want to stop it nice and soft. There's a little bit of running, but the heat from the pan will carry through. Okay? So we'll sit that there for 1 second. Cilantro. This is a cilantro jalapeno yogurt. We make this here. We use Greek yogurt. We use a little bit of cilantro and a little bit of jalapeno. We do half with the seeds and half without the seeds so that you get a little bit of spice, but you get more. It's really not that spicy, but it has a lot of flavor and a little bit of kick, a little tang.
Mara wants to know how long you should beat the eggs before you scramble them.
So here in a restaurant, when we get our eggs, we use an emulsion blender, which is a kitchen gadget that will emulsify the eggs, and we pass them through a strainer. If you don't have that at home, the best thing to do is just beat them until you see it emulsified and evenly dispersed. And a good general thing to do is to add a little bit of milk or a little dairy if you want to add a little bit more body and texture. It keeps it really fluffy, and it makes a nice, a nice scramble with a little bit extra flavor. So this is the New Morning sandwich. Here we have pickled red onions that we make in-house. Top it with a little bit of fresh cilantro. That's the New Morning sandwich.
Awesome. Now Brenda just joined us. She doesn't want you to make all of them again, but she's wondering if you could just make the first one more time.
Yeah, sure, I'd love to. Brenda, I'll make the Good Morning Sunshine. We'll make another one right now. So for those of you who just joined, we're doing the Good Morning Sunshine right now. We have a Grandese brioche bun that we're going to use. A brioche bun has a little bit of milk, butter, and sugar in it to soften the dough. And when it sets and when it's cold, it's a little bit hard. But when you toast it, it becomes really soft like a pillow. So that's really important. You want to toast brioche bread like that, and you get the true character from it. We always add a little bit of butter here. I was always taught that butter makes everything better. And then we'll lightly toast it here. We'll start a... Oh, keep that shit out of here. Remember I said that?
I'll be throwing on the flat top right now.
So this is our pulled braised bacon. It's a Polish bacon that we get from Brooklyn. We braise it real slow for about 4 hours with whiskey, mustard, rosemary, maple syrup, and a little bit of honey, and we let that braise for 4 hours until it shreds. It's a leaner cut of bacon, so it's not like common bacon that we would use at the belly, but it's a leaner piece so that we'll render out the fat and really be able to shred the lean meat. And then we can get a real nice crisp on it.
Steve wants to know more about the chimichurri.
The chimichurri, Steve, we basically take broccoli rabe, which is broccoli rabe. Which is a vegetable, a green vegetable. We blanch it, and then we buzz it and puree it, and we treat it like a chimichurri, which would have a little bit of acidity, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of chili flakes, depending on what region of the country you're making chimichurri. We make our own version, which plays on the Italian style of broccoli rabe, which would be garlic and lemon juice. So we treat our chimichurri in that sense, but buzz it into a sauce.
Logan spotted your actual bacon back here.
Oh yeah, that is actual bacon right there. Very different. You can see the difference. It's... Right. All right, avocado. So this sandwich in the Good Morning Sunshine, it gets rosemary aioli, which is a fancy word for a rosemary mayonnaise. It gets a layer of avocado on top, sliced tomato, the braised bacon, and then a soft sunny egg. Picking an avocado for our dishes is always a interesting task. Knowing when they're ready is definitely always a surprise. I think we might have a good one.
Edie wants to know the name of the restaurant.
The restaurant we are at is The Wild Sun. It's on 53 Little West 12th Street in Manhattan.
Christine wants to know why you put the brioche in the salamander.
Just to keep it warm, because we want to have hot food hot, and it's really important that we make sure that we don't let things cool off here. especially while we're trying to time up dishes. It's just a habit. In this area, what it'll do is it'll keep it warm without continuing to really cook it. And right now, you can see it's like, the difference isn't crazy. It's very, very soft and pillowy. It's because it was nice and warm. All right, Rosemary Aioli, can you pick up that? So we'll put the avocado on, a little bit of salt to season. Same thing with our tomatoes. We'll also add a little bit of salt. Everything gets a little bit of seasoning. And then our bacon. So this is what our bacon comes out like. Somebody asked why we use a bowl, and I think sometimes the benefit of it is when all this extra stuff falls out, because we like to make them really full sandwiches, you don't lose it all. So you can still kind of dig in after.
Is this your favorite sandwich on the menu?
This is one, yeah, this is definitely. It changes for me. I go in and out of different things where like I start to crave certain things more than others. This is definitely one of them.
Cool.
Oh, you got another egg? This
Falling
one's
egg.
falling egg.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, we fixed it. There's always hope. All right. Here's the Good Morning Sunshine.
Awesome. So before we cut out, Judy wants to know if you could just talk us through all the different sandwiches one last time.
Yeah, sure. So Judy, I'm going to talk you through these sandwiches right now. We have the Good Morning Sunshine. We're at the Wild Sun, 53 Little West 12th Street. My name is Anthony. These are our popular breakfast egg sandwiches. This is the Good Morning Sunshine. It is a braised bacon with a sunny egg on a toasted brioche bun with rosemary aioli, avocado, and sliced vine-ripe tomatoes. This is our Grandma Anna with a guanciale, Peppadew Aioli, which is slightly sweet and a little spice, soft scrambled egg, a broccoli rabe chimichurri, which is a chimichurri that we treat with broccoli rabe, lacinato kale with a little bit of lemon juice and olive oil. And this is our new morning sandwich on a toasted storado with a cilantro yogurt and jalapeno yogurt, and a soft scrambled egg with cauliflower, shishito peppers, pickled red onions, and cilantro.
And where can everyone find all of this good
You can
stuff?
find all this good stuff at the Wild Sun and 53 Little West 12th Street in Manhattan.